All hands on deck. Module 6. Respect other opinions. Having different opinions on the same topic or about how to do something the best way is completely normal. In fact, we all have different experiences, different conceptions of life. Take into account that our ways of thinking depend on our life, on our culture, on our education, and even on our gender. These different ideas about the world are necessary and advisable because the final synthesis of opinions would be better if all opinions are integrated. Respecting other opinions is an essential quality for a mentor. If you do not respect the opinion of others, over time, it is very likely that they will avoid sharing it with you, so you will be losing a very important tool for personal improvement. It is also very likely that they will not ask for your opinion. Therefore, you will be losing influence as a mentor as well. Respecting the opinion of others does not mean not arguing. This is different. It means listening, analyzing, understanding, assuming that this opinion has a reason and we are different, and what works for one person may not work for someone else. We have to find our own way, and a good mentor does precisely this. However, you cannot be a support for them in this process if you don't respect their opinions or if they don't trust you. Respecting other opinions is absolutely not an easy thing to do. It requires self-esteem, self-control, sensitivity, tolerance, empathy, fairness, and generosity. And it is applied both to stated opinions and to opinions that are unspoken. You can try to work on this. For that purpose, we are going to analyze a series of clues that will help you to deal personally with a situation in which other people are giving their opinions, including the potential case of your mentee. First of all, work on your own ideas. If you are sure of your ideas, the opinions of others will not be seen as a threat, and you will be able to keep the most constructive part of them and integrate them into your own ideas. Do not take different opinions personally. The other person's opinion on a specific issue is not against you. Their idea has nothing to do with your personal relationship to that person. Thinking differently is not a betrayal. It does not affect your relationship, and it does not mean that you cannot work together. It is very likely that this person thinks the same way as you do in many other things, or maybe not, but this is just their way of thinking about something. So please, do not take it as a personal attack. Be careful with your expectations. Avoid thinking that you are better than others or that you are always right. Keep in mind that yours is an opinion, and as such, you may be wrong or just right in some aspects. Your goal is not to convince the other. This is not a battle. Your objective is not to be right. On the contrary, it is to reach a solution to a problem or an opinion in a common way with different people. If you focus only on being right, you will not listen to the other, you will not learn, you will not build a stronger relationship with them, and you will not accept others and their differences. Try to ask questions. In that way, the other person could clarify some aspects. You may agree on the most important things, but you have not analyzed them in depth, and you don't know it yet. Don't run ahead of the conversation. Do not jump directly to the end of conversation. The whole message is important. It could have different nuances, and it is essential to listen to it fully. If you are nervous about receiving the opinion from others, just breathe, relax. If you're nervous, you won't be able to focus on what they're saying. Try to understand them. Others are entitled to look at the world differently. For this reason, we are going to talk about empathy, an indispensable tool for respecting the opinion of others. That person may have a different opinion from yours for many reasons, and it is good to understand why. Empathy is the actual personal ability to change a point of view, to understand someone's situation, someone's perception, and someone's feelings. Showing empathy means to be able to communicate this understanding to the person you are empathizing with. In this case, empathy is very useful, if not a required skill to become a successful mentor. Having such ability One may and will understand faster and more deeply the opinion of others, and it will find them easier to respect. Empathy is often misunderstood for sympathy. Empathy could be achieved in a cognitive and emotional way. In a cognitive way means that a person has the ability of putting themselves in someone else's shoes, which means seeing from others' perspective. In that way, a person will understand better their opinion and respect it. Additionally, a person can feel emotional empathy, which is actually feeling someone else's emotions to understand their opinions or behaviors. Cues on empathy development which are connected with the respect of other opinions. Try to see things from others' perspective. You will probably notice that they are reasonable, and just manage the situation in accordance with their perspective, knowledge, and previous experiences. Listen carefully. Do not break or stop any message a person communicates. Watch what the person is doing during the conversation, and use your instinct to sense the importance of messages. Try to feel like him or her. It is clever just to ask for further explanations, not keywords, phrases. They will likely repeat most valuable information. Validate the other person's perspective. Once you see why others believe what they believe, acknowledge it. Remember, acknowledgement does not always mean equal agreement. You can accept that people have different opinions from your own, and that they may have a good reason to hold those opinions. Examine your attitude. Are you really listening? Are you open to what they are telling you? If not, you can't understand and respect. Are you ready to be empathetic and respect the opinions of others? Then practice. Every moment is an opportunity to use these skills. Try to listen more than to speak, and show emotional support if it is needed, and even when you do not agree with the other's opinion. Don't confront directly. Use different techniques that show your respect to the other's opinion. Accept the core of someone else's opinion, but introduce some points. Recognize that although you do not agree, what you hear is not unreasonable. Say that if you knew more about the topic, your opinion could be different. Mention that there could be different perspectives or points of view.